doesn't know it yet, but I put a sticker on the back of his tailgate about 3-4 weeks ago. He still hasn't found it. Let's see if he finds it now.
He just pressure washed the damn sticker.
Shitbox edition.
I didn't notice that one.
They've been on there for like 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
We cleaned this thing in a while.
Dude. Oh man. Dude, I bought those things. You can do a burnout if you want. Buddy. Thank you for giving me the truck. Thanks, I appreciate this. Dude, that guy was stoked. He drove 600 miles for that truck.
Alright guys, welcome back. I'm going to do some rearranging on truck parts today, and we're going to do a little facelift on my Holy Grail 98 12 valve. I got it outside. Let me swap this first gen out. We'll get the 98 pulled in here. You guys have been around for the channel for a little bit now. You know what the 98 is. Pretty much my dream truck as it comes to 12 valve. But let's get this thing swapped out and get the 98 in here.
Quick video before I pull in the shop. You guys can see how dirty and neglected this poor truck is, and I really don't have an excuse for not driving it because this is an awesome truck. Literally my 12 valve dream truck, besides like a custom built crew cab one. Maybe I'll get one of those sometime down the line, but as far as factory ones goes, the 12 valve Cummins in a second gen was pretty rare to have it. I call it a 4-door. It's a suicide flip door in the back. This is what I was really chasing when it came to this truck, because in 1998, they stopped making the 12 valve Cummins in the Dodges. They switched to 24 valves. But for the first 6 months of 98, you could get the 12 valve still, and you could get the 98 option of having the suicide doors for the back seat, which make a world of difference in these small backseat trucks. I have had 98 trucks that did not have the suicide doors in the back. Those are kind of a bummer, and it defeats the purpose of the 98. Might as well just have bought a 97. But this thing is really good shape. Not too much more I can say about it other than I need to drive it more. But I'm going to switch out the grandpa wheels that I put back on it, put the black ones on it, and I just got to clean this truck up. That's all I got to say about it. It needs some work. And another thing that makes this thing even more badass now and more Holy Grail is it has a G56 out of a 2008 Mega Cab. Would have been even more cool if you could have got this truck with a factory NV5600, which would have been a 6-speed manual transmission. I've never seen one. I don't think it was actually ever put in one from factory, but it does have the correct cross member, so you could do that.
To add to the stuff I need to do, brand new tires. That one appears to be a little squished on the bottom. The 5.9 common rail is literally like the P pump of third gens. It is throttle response with a Smarty, awesome. Got great power, and it might do a little dumping. But let's take a look at this truck. You guys might have saw it in the background before. I did have these black wheels on it, and then I thought I would go back to the Laramie aluminum ones, but I like these so much better for this truck because it's a not really a stock kind of truck, and it looks freaking mean with these on it. So now I'm gonna have to pressure wash this thing off and let it cool down just a little bit more. We got some stuff to do to my 04. Back in the day when I was building on this truck, man, this truck is freaking clean. Damn. Look how clean that is down there. Awesome looking. Anyway, back in the day, about 5 years ago when I was putting a lot of effort into this truck, that's when I put all this on there. So it's been about 30,000 miles since I did pretty much this whole build. So that's what that air cleaner is, and the fuel filter, so swap them. On my 5500 also. So same fuel pump. Oh man, that is dirty. Same lift pump and same fuel filters. I know these are cleanable filters. They're not one-time use ones. I've cleaned them several times, but at some point you just gotta say, you know what? Time for a new one. Looks to be about the same big cost, but instead of having that there, deleted it. You just drive by? Thought I heard you go by. I was waving the finger. This camera thing?
No. Your camera to like look around the corners or whatever. There's a cat in my cupboard at home.
Oh, no kidding? Yeah, it's in the bottom drawer. What an opener. Hey, you got your camera thing for looking up Main Street? Yeah.
We have brought home 2 cats. Kittens.
On purpose?
They'll take them down to where mom's friend.
So, on purpose.
Yeah, so for I get home, you know, like what?
What? All right. They made that just big enough to barely freaking fit. Done deal. Just look how nice and clean that is underneath there. Ha! Forgot about that. I'm not gonna sell this truck, by the way. Not yet, anyway. If I find an 05 low mile Laramie dually with a G56 crew cab, 4-wheel drive, then I'll part ways with this. But until then, nah. Come up to the old parts department. There we go. I set them out. Kept overlooking doing this, so. Bought the filters. I couldn't get the fast ones anymore, but they had a Wix cross-reference number. Same stuff, 2 micron on the main, and like a 10 or something like that for the water separator. Do this, make life a lot easier on you. You could cycle the key about 20 times like I did the other day with the 08 when I did this, or you could just fill them up. All right, there she goes. She's starting to show a little face. Oh, come on. There you go. The sensor's either out or the gauge is acting up because it flickers. It's been on there for 7 years, so I did have the boost one go out, but okay, so that's done for the evening. Look at this. He went up and got the ladder. I told him like the first gen, he went up and got it with the dang Bobby Hill bike.
Who needs a lumber rack?
Yeah. First gen's ready to go though. The video will probably have already been posted and this thing might have been sold by the time you guys actually see this video. But just compared to the old red truck here, oh man, this one looks so much better than the first gen. I love these, but that one's dang nice. But go over a couple things on this truck in case you didn't know. It's pretty much at the max as far as stock-ish components. 0 plate, 4K governor springs, bump the timing 4 degrees, which helps a bunch. I'll make a video on that because I'm going to do that to grandma's. 4-inch MBRP, and then it's got a couple other cooling mods underneath the hood. I'll show you guys those real quick. But the interior, this is by far the nicest second gen I've ever straight up bought. Grandma's, now that I built it, it is about 4 times nicer than this. But as far as just buying one that was turnkey driving, this one was nice. Upgraded to a 4-core radiator on here. This thing barely fits, but she don't get hot now. It was or still is, California 12-valve truck, so it has EGR garbage up on there. But this thing is an absolute ripper. If you're going to do something to your truck, I would recommend putting a what's this? I'm gonna put that back on there. Huh. Anyway, I would recommend doing the 4K governor springs instead of 3, because you're not really revving that high anyway, but it still pulls up to 3 better. And 4 degrees time in advance, and she turns into an extreme ripper. And then put one of these in there so you have stick shift. Well, I've been finishing up the rebuild on this NV4500 that's going to go into an 01 truck. Got another one right here that's got issues that'll probably land the same fate as that. That one's got more hard parts that are broken, less so of actual friction material fails, hard part fails, which kind of sucks. But I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple things on the second gens and why I think the 12 valve, the 97 and 98s are the better out of all of them. Get your shop locked up, head up the hill. When you're faced with an early second gen, the dash is a lot more open for opportunity to put in extra toggle switches and stuff. Same thing with down in here. There's a lot less cubbies and stuff, which is fine for your basic kind of stock truck. But this one actually had spot for extra fogs. And I got this because I deleted the cup holder and put this down there. You got to have that because that one sucked. But another downfall of this dash, having less stuff in the way to put switches, is your air conditioning vent. You only got one way over there, and the 2 way over there, and one hidden over there. I'll show you guys a later second gen, which is an interior upgrade, I will say, over this one, because this one comes with a stupid dash cup holder, which is trash. And would say each time they did it better. So we'll go over there and look at this other one and go from there. And by the way, you got to put a 6-speed in these trucks. It helps them out so much more. It just 6-speed or nothing, or 10-speed if you're that baller. But just every time the German, she always drives out in front. I'm driving by every time. You gotta watch it. So let's talk about the red truck and why I think the 98s are the better ones. 97 and 98, real close. So I have seen more early second gen dashes stay in one piece rather than late second gen, so that is a downfall of these ones. But this one, as far as being in a hot area, this comes with better location for your air conditioning, so I like that a lot better. But these dashes in the later second gens fail a lot more often. But you see what I mean? I didn't really have crap for room for switches because it's got a big ashtray there. It's got this big cubby here, so I just put this toggle thing. I mean, it works. You got this up here. They did have some stock replacement ones for fogs. Final got that, but you came with nicer cup holders down here. But above all, having the suicide door is by far the best thing about the 98. You still maintain a 12 valve, but it's not a 12 valve block. Like, that is a bulletproof block that comes in the 97s and back. But since it's the 98, it's a hybrid year. This one will actually come with a 24 valve block. You can tell by looking on the sides. Right off the bat, you can tell. All right, pump the brakes, driver. I'm going to correct myself right now because the new engine in Grandma's truck is a 12 valve engine with a 24 valve block. Technically, that is a non-53 block out of a 98 truck. So I'm going to walk over my words just a little bit here in a second, but I'm correcting myself right now because there is a couple that are holy grails. It'll say 53 on pretty much every single one of them. Every 98 I've had and every 98 that my buddies have had have all been 53 blocks. But if you know how to fix one of those, I posted a video on one of those. It's not that big a deal. You can have an awesome out of this no matter what. They're just as reliable. You just got to do that little water pump fix, as far as I can tell. This one's got 234,000 miles on it. Knock on wood, still going good. But it does have a 24 valve block on it. It's got different extra return for the oil, so you can run compounds really quick. You don't need to put into a Y for your compound, which is kind of cool. I wanted to compound that one over there, but I don't think we'll get around to that because it's got exhaust brake and it's kind of leaning more towards tow rig. This one, however, probably the candidate. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm going to make a video here in a little bit talking about going for why would you go with the flatbed. I have a bunch of reasons that I have in mind, but if you guys have any that we can throw in the video, that way they're commented in the video rather than in the comment section. So I personally can go see, you know, areas where the regular pickup bed is great for pretty much everything, but I see a lot more potential in the flatbed, and I'll make a video listing off reasons why. So in the comments below, list some reasons why you think the flatbed is better for what you like, or the regular pickup bed is better. But we're gonna end it here. If I'm gonna, you know, pick a truck every time, 97, 98, 12 valve, I think those are the best 12 valve. And they also have, they're not vacuum brakes. They are actually hydraulic power brakes. So that's another thing. So you get better braking out of these as far as the 12 valve. So those two, best 12 valves in the game. The older ones are awesome as hell still, but I had to come down to it. And then you put a 6-speed in both of those trucks, and they are just super damn awesome. Well, we'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, comment what I asked you below. I'd appreciate it. See you on the next one. Later.